So what's up guys, and welcome to Ívar's fly workshop. This time we will be heading up to the Veiðivötn region in the highlands of Iceland. And here you can see my fishing partner for lifetime, Mr. Ingi. It's a great company when fishing. Down there we have some present for my friend Orri, some game which I hunted in the Westfjord. And there is Orri. We drive all the way to Flugusmiðjan, and here is the game, and they will do like an exchange. Orri is announcing what we are getting instead, and those are boiled sheep head or lamb head. This is like a traditional Icelandic meal. We will eat that while we will be fishing for the first night. So great shout out to Orri for fixing this for us. And along the way, since I used to work as a tour guide, Ingi, my friend and fishing partner, he has never been to this place. This is like in the boundaries of the Icelandic highlands. Two waterfalls. Ranni is the one to the right. Ingi is filming with his phone, and there on the left side is a house approximately 140 meters tall, which is like a really pretty looking. You can't skip the stop on a day like this. Yeah, get out of my vision. And it has this nice rainbow effect when you have the sunlight from this direction. So it's like a really, really beautiful place. Totally worth to have a look at. This is filmed in August 2023 this year. And we are almost approaching the Veiðivötn. As you see, the vegetation has gone down and we are in the highlands. And we put on the gear that's ready, and we will be heading to the northern lakes first, to Stóra-Hraunvatn, and make our way back, fish our way back, see if we catch something. But unfortunately, there was not much happening in the Hraunvatn. We were there for over 3 hours without even getting like a bite, unless just one tiny tiddler. So we'll finish the evening there. In another lake we didn't get a bite there, so we kind of got skunked the first day. But to fix that, we have the stuff Orri brought us, and we'll drink some Coca-Cola with it. It's kind of common. And the meals for the first night are like, I would say, super traditional Icelandic. Bad lighting in there in the room we are staying at, so you have like a vibrance in the picture, but this will do. This is how it looks like. This is not a dog or anything, don't worry. This is a sheep head, and Orri brought us 4 of them. Then we have dried Icelandic fish, which is another traditional meal. The only thing missing is the fermented shark. Then we have like a thoroughblood. Could have like a thoroughblood event. But this was really nice of Orri to bring us the lamb heads to eat. They're cold and they're delicious.
Ekki að vestan, ég sé það á þeim. Kemur hérna kantur, hérna myndalegu kantur hérna fyrir neðan. Ég er að pæli að fara hérna utan.
Those guys over there to the left, they caught something. We have not been seeing the fish rise it's not been rising here in this area, but that does not necessarily mean that there isn't any fish there. But we'll give it a try. Just for like half an hour, or an hour or so. I would say, based on my experience up in Veiðivötn, fishing here is that if you do not find fish, it's not a very good idea to stay for hours and hours at the same spot if there isn't any fish there. So you have to be mobile when fishing up there. That is very important. So if you don't catch anything for, I would say, 10-15 minutes, then you kind of know there isn't much life there. Then you just have to move on to the next spot and kind of scan the whole area like that.
Þannig að sé að urrið á Bleikju og sjóbörting og svo lax. Fiðrildi tekur alla þessa fiska. Lax, Bleikju, urriða, sjóbörting. Það er ekki fengist all á fiðrildi en allir hinir fiskvættir hafa komið á. Best er eins með svona silfurlitu í búkinn og brúnum væng og löppum, brúnum löppum eða svörtum löppum. Svo er líka með rautt fiðrildi með sem sé alveg eins nema bara rauðu í búki, rauðu vír eða eitthvað sem er rautt. Komið rosalega vel út. Og læst í hópin hérna, Hannes og Thomas.
So we'll move to another lake called Litla Fossvatn. Those are two lakes side by side, this here, and you see the river there in the middle of the picture that runs into the lake, and behind that thing there is another much bigger lake called Stóra Fossvatn, or the Big Fossvatn. Decent sized trout in both of them, but not always it's not always willing to bite. From my opinion, the Fossvatn lakes, both Stóra Fossvatn and Litla Fossvatn, which means the big and the small Fossvatn, those are the most beautiful lakes up there due to vegetation and the landscape around it. As you see, it's really pretty. And I'm gonna spend more time there next season when I go up there fishing. There is our fishing partner Thomas. Thomas and Hannes joined us for the second and third day. And fortunately, yeah, they are absolutely great company to fish with. And for some reason, Thomas has some ability or luck to find fish. And wherever he is dipping the fly into the water. And as a matter of fact, this is Tommy's first ever fish on the fly. It's a black nobbler that I gave to him. And, not big, but counts as one. The fish up in the Veiðivötn, they can get pretty big. Yeah, to 10, not 10 yet, 10, 12, 13, 14 pounds is, I think 16 point something is like the record. And a friend of mine, former working partner, Kitty, he caught a fish up there this summer that weighed was like, I think, 11.5 pounds or something. An absolute monster. This evening there wasn't much happening in the Litla Fossvatn lake. My fishing partner went to the river that runs into the lake, and he got a bite there, and he got a take and lost that fish, but we'll do better next year on that. So what we are planning is to finish finished this evening in Bleikja, which is like I think the largest lake of them all. And since it's getting a little bit gloomy and dark outside, I wear the headlight. And yeah, look at this. Look at this fish. This is something which, yeah, again, Tommy. He is like a kick-ass angler, whether it's fly fishing or spinner fishing. And this size of a trout is kind of common in the Bleikja region. This fish will not be released, so those lakes are not about catch and release. In most cases, some people do that, I do that sometimes, but most people go up there, fish, and take the fish, and those lakes are mostly stocked up with fish, so it's a purpose of it all. For people to catch and keep. It's a nice trout. This same evening, I was fishing with a sinking line, but like a foam beetle on the end. The fish is rising out there. So I got a take. Did not quite catch it on the camera. Also, it was after this is filmed because it's like it was too dark. But it took my fly, and when we were just landing the fish, it hooked off and swam away. So we are on the third day, the second last day. And sometimes the weather up there is like this. It's absolutely still. It's just to be in a virtual postcard or like a paint or something. Sometimes it gets unreal how beautiful it is up there, as you see. It's a privilege. One of the privileges living in Iceland and fishing in Iceland on days like this. Even though you're not catching too much, it's just being out there is just fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. You see them swim back and forth. Those are Arctic char, which I filmed. We had caught some Arctic char there, but to be honest, this trip, due to weather, it was preferably not the best trip we've done up there. We did not catch quite as much as we wanted. The wind direction matters up there, and it wasn't in our favor. It's often good to have wind, actually, and fish against the wind, especially the browntrout, but this time the wind was not, and the weather was not in our favor. It's a little warm and that stuff. Ingi, my fishing partner, he caught one in Eskifjall, and this is like the average size of the Arctic char in those lakes. They can actually get much bigger than this, but the average size is like a pound, up to maybe 2 pounds. And we are planning to move to some other spot. And we went to Bleikja again to Höfðin, and I did not catch the battle of this fish. This is a 4-pounder fish that Ingi caught. Remember to like, share and subscribe. I don't have to remind you of that, but
Tekið hérna á höfðanum.
like, share and subscribe for more content coming this winter. And this fish kind of saved the trip for Ingi. He's proud of it. It's a good fish, absolutely. Taken on a like an olive green woolly bugger bullet kind of fish fly. So now we have to process the catch of the day. And this is like, yeah, like a 4-pounder, like a 4-pound trout. And up there is like equipment, knives and running water, equipment to weigh your fish. And if you catch a marked fish, you have to speak with the warden. They need to take sample from them. And we are almost like we say, almost done fishing up there. But it's been like a really great time. So we have only, for the day after, we have only a few hours until from 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock in the morning until about noon or 1 o'clock. Then we have to hand in the keys, the fishing report, and get our ass down to Reykjavík. So we decided to try Grænavatn, I and Ingi. Give it a shot in the morning. See if something was happening. Fish on. It has to reel in. There's some other fish rising there. And there, so I need to get my equipment myself, stop filming and start to fish myself. But when I and Ingi are fishing together, it's sometimes part of my time goes to make the content on filming. So, and while I'm doing that, I'm not casting the fly, of course.
Það bara ekki nú bara. Þetta stærri heldur en sem við fekk í Litlasjó, sko. Heldur það? Já. Það getur verið. Ég held það, sko.
It's a nice fish.
Þú getur ekki bakkað hérna, það bara
a typical Grænavatn trout.
Nei, en þetta alveg,
which means it's strong, really strong. And the biggest fish in the Veiðivötn region tend to be in this lake, Grænavatn. So from that perspective, it's sometimes quite popular for people, especially in August, because the bigger fish comes closer to the land and it's possible to catch some. This isn't though one of the very big fish, but it's still, as you can see, it's in absolutely excellent condition. It's just like a rugby ball. It's fat, in great condition, has lots of food to eat. As you see, compared to the rod. But we packed our stuff, most of it, so we are not keeping this fish. Ingi decided to release it back to the lake to grow bigger. So I just want to say to you guys, thanks for watching the video. We'll be making more content like this next summer, and in those fishing trips I have already booked. And remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel, of course. It's a nice fish. I know we should be using nets when we are releasing. But yeah, remember to like, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.